Hey fellas, AC here. 2 reviews in 2 days, eh? Well, I've been thinking about doing, at least 2 or 3 reviews on the go. But every time I come back from work, I just, I change and I think about stuff and I get bored, I get tired. But then today I'm inspired by my friend Chad from SOTD. If you haven't visited his channel, I'll leave a link. Um, he's an inspiration. Chad, if you're watching this, you inspire me, man. He does a review a day. Now, I've been thinking about doing at least 8 or 10 reviews for a long time, but they've been just in the pipeline, and priorities change and stuff like that. So I thought today I'll go home. I've come back from work, and I said I'm going to do this. It also adds time because I normally apply a fragrance at least 2 or 3 hours so that I can tell you what the dry down is like. Or if it's a long-lasting fragrance, I would go to work and I'll just use the dry down from work to tell you about it. So anyways, today it's a Byredo. I'm going to use a 2 ml sample, and it's called Oud Immortel. I get my samples from Notino, and I tell you what, this fragrance is highly, highly enjoyable. I'm telling you. This was released in 2010, and I think the perfumer is Jerome Epinette. He's the gentleman who does most of the fragrances from this house. This house is a hit and a miss. Hit or miss, I should say. There are many fragrances from this house. One of the most favorite ones that I have is Bal d'Afrique. I love that fragrance. That is fantastic. But I've sampled at least 6 of them. This one from the sample really attracts me because it is a stunning fragrance. So how does it smell like? In a nutshell, imagine a Ventus. You're layering a Ventus with a strong oud fragrance. That's the smell. Yeah. But if you combine it together, if you think about it, zestiness, the fruitiness of a Ventus, and the depth, the woodiness, the greenness of a nice, I'd say, Assam oud combined together is what this fragrance is all about. So let's start. Yeah, got a 3-hour dry down here. Yeah, 2.5, 3-hour dry down, and let's start with the spray. I'm going to use 2 little bursts because that will equate to 1 spray, I suppose. Byredo bottles are fantastic though. I really like the presentation. It comes in 2 configurations, 50 ml and 100 ml. The prices are quite high. 100 ml will go between 140 and 165 pounds. Wow, man. The moment you smell this, you will be in absolute, ecstasy because it smells so nice. Really, really nice. So how does the beginning, what is the top note? The top note uses an Italian liqueur, which is a digestive, called licorice. Limoncello. Do pardon me. Limoncello is basically made with lime, and it's used as a digestive. So after a meal, I was in Italy many years ago, and I picked up a couple of bottles. I really enjoyed it, but my drinking days are gone. I finished drinking 5 years ago, given up, so I don't drink anymore. But I remember the smell of limoncello. I used to really like it. And my mouth is watering at the moment. It's that tangy. Yeah? You get the idea? It's a tangy smell. So limoncello has been mixed with incense, but you don't get any incense to start with. And there's a note of cardamom, which I don't get. So all I'm getting is, my mouth is literally watering. You get sort of a candy smell, which is basically a lemon type candy, but has got some spices and is sweet. Yeah, but it's not terribly sweet. Just to balance the immense amount of sourness in a lemon is what it's being used. So it's basically a candy which is lemon flavor, and it's got spices in it and hint of sweetness in it. And it's green. I love the opening. The opening is absolutely fantastic. I'm telling you. Oh, the opening is just beautiful. Now the middle, you'll see the middle in about 15 minutes time. The middle is where they have tried to balance a few things out. So you don't want too tarty for too long, yeah? You want to enjoy this zesty, fresh opening, but not for too long. It becomes boring. So what they've done is they've included patchouli, which is a clean, earthy type note. And they've used Brazilian rosewood. Now Brazilian rosewood basically has a fragrance which is rosy, warm and soft. So they're softening the sharp edges of limoncello at the top. So it's a very clever fragrance. So patchouli, rosewood, I think they've also used papyrus. Now I'm not getting any papyrus. If you really want to know what papyrus smells like, it actually is a very balmy sea smell. I'm not getting any balmy smell here at the moment. Okay, so two important facts. This fragrance says it's called Oud Immortel. There is absolutely no oud in this fragrance listed, and there is no immortal in this fragrance listed. I don't get any immortal, but I get oud. Oud will soften. Now, bear with me a second. So there's no oud, there's no immortal listed, but I smell oud, unmistakable. And the oud smells like this, the oud that you'll smell in Jubilation 25. Now, if you haven't smelled Jubilation 25, I can tell you it's a damp, woody, spicy, slightly spicy smell. So the smell that I'm getting here in the base actually has tobacco, green tobacco leaf, which is quite intelligent because the oud note or whatever it is, tobacco leaf is augmenting that oud note. And they have moss in the dry down, which you can feel just a slight hint of dampness, very slight hint. This is a dry scent, and as I said, it's a very tangy sort of a scent, borderline gourmand, I would say. My mouth was watering. It still is when I smell the fresh spray, and I like it. I love it actually. Okay, so in about half an hour to 1 hour's time, this fragrance will get to the level where it will stay throughout its entire lifetime. So slight traces of black pepper, which is not listed, green tobacco mixed with a woody oud smell, and that oud smell has got, as I said, it's slightly damp, woody smell with nuances of spices that I can smell. Black pepper, slight trace of cumin, and slight trace of saffron. Very, very slight. You have to have a nose like mine to pick up those things. I love the scent because of what it does. It starts off and doesn't lose its tanginess. When you get a whiff of it, you will get the tanginess as well. I love the limoncello combination. As I said, at the start, it's like a Ventus layered with a very nice oud scent. So, pros and cons. Number one pro, I think it's got this scent profile which is quite unique. I haven't smelled it anywhere, but I have found a little clone for this, and I'll be reviewing it shortly. But apart from that, it's quite a unique scent. Yeah, so that's number one pro. Number two pro is quite a versatile scent. You can wear this to work, social functions. Apart from summer, I have not tested it in summer, but I doubt this will work in summer. It can do. So it's quite a versatile scent. Yeah. Unique scent, versatile scent. The third pro would be the quality. It's a good quality, solid scent. It gives you a nice performance. I'd say it is. I've tested it at least 3 times, 1 spray each time. It gave me at least 10 hours. Yeah, so good performance. Cons, downside. Since it says Oud Immortel, somebody might expect it to smell real oudy. It doesn't smell real oudy. It doesn't dominate as an oud scent. So if you're looking for an out and out oud smell, this is not it. It's got traces of oud, it smells of oud, but it doesn't dominate your nose. And I think it's a very intelligent composition, very enjoyable, really enjoyable. I like it. So, any other downside? Price. The smell that you're getting doesn't scream out niche, especially having smelled a lot of niche ouds. Yeah, it doesn't scream out niche fragrance. That's the only other downside. 2 downsides. So, occasions, as I think I've covered it, it's a very versatile scent. You can wear this to any occasion. It has that kind of a personality. It doesn't wear you, you wear it. And that's a good thing for oud fragrances, because oud can be scary. And it is scary if you don't choose properly. So this is one of those ouds which is likable, wearable, adaptable, versatile, nice fragrance. So I hope you enjoyed the review, guys. I'm going to give it 7.5 to 8. That's my rating. The reason I'm taking out 2 marks is obviously the value for money isn't very high. And the second one is, if it's going to be a pure oud, if you're going to call something Oud Immortel, people might get sort of wrong-footed, thinking that this is an oud fragrance, where this is not an oud fragrance. As you can see from the list of the notes I've told you, there's no oud in it, but you smell a bit of oud there. So there you go, 7.5 to 8 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed the review. See you later on. Bye bye.